Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. Um, I so I there are things that have happened to me in my life that have stayed with me. We all have things like that, and then there are things that I see as an adult that trigger emotions or memories from when I was a child. This summer, Michael and I were at the pool with the kids, and there was a mom with a little girl, maybe around 4, a little older than Charlie, and she was trying to teach the little girl to swim. And while we all know our children, we know their capabilities and we know when they're just being combative, this child was clearly terrified of the water. And this mom was so belittling and condemning that it caused such an uproar in the community at the pool. The child was hysterical, crying, screaming, hysterical. And the mom continued on with if you don't get in this pool, the things she was saying to the kid, and then the kid would get in the water and she was gripping onto her mom for dear life. And even though I knew the child wasn't in any danger, the child believed, her perception, her true belief was she was going to drown. The mother was irate with this kid. And instead of diffusing the situation, just making it worse, have you ever seen a pack of agitated dogs when they know that another dog is in distress? This is what all the moms at the pool looked like. Every mom was fighting her urge to step in and say, you're terrifying your child. You are humiliating her. You're causing irreversible damage. This went on for so long that the lifeguards were so unsettled, they went to get the manager, who was like, if the child's not in any danger, what can I do? And I thought, right. So I watched from the side of the pool as, my kids were swimming, and I watched what was happening, and I noticed that my eyes were full of tears. And I thought, why are you so sad? It's not you, it's not your kid, it sucks, but why are you so sad? And I realized that I could go back to when I was a kid and I was overweight. The amount of shaming that I went through in my own home was crippling. Sometimes as parents we get frustrated because we know our kids are capable of more. So when they try to potty train and they're pushing that 3.5 mark, we start to push harder because in our mind, you did it yesterday, so why can't you do it today? What is the issue? Why are you peeing in your pants? What is the problem? You just used the potty this morning. Or when they carry something from the table to the sink and if they're anything like Max, spill it every time. Really? Another spill? Not, of course. Right, exactly. I lived in a situation where for, a few years where I was constantly belittled and shamed. Shame is a horrible thing because secrecy breeds in shame. Secrecy breeds in shame. When you feel shameful about a situation, you begin to hide things, whether it's your emotions, your true feelings, who you really are, or disruptive behaviors. More importantly, I began to believe that I was only loved for what I was physically and not who I was. I'm old enough to know now that that wasn't true. But as a child, I believed that my mother would only truly love me if I was skinny. Some days I go through as a parent and I wonder, what have I taught them today? Did I teach Max that I would only truly love him if he could get from point A to point B without spilling something? He was going to the bathroom yesterday and he was pooping. And I went in to check on him and he had wrapped toilet paper around his hand like a mummy. And I was like, what are you doing? And he said, well, I tried to wipe and I got poop on my hand and my sleeve. And I thought, that's gross. But I was aware of my reaction. I need to be more aware of my reaction with my kids because this is another cycle that I have to break. I never want my children to believe that they are loved for only what they can accomplish in a day, in a week, in a month, whatever. I truly love my children for who they are, but I don't always do the best job of letting them know that. I put parameters. If you pee in the potty all day, I love you today. You know, if you don't whine all day, then today I love you. It's like, that's how I feel. Maybe that's not how they're perceiving it, but that's how I feel. Shaming somebody for anything doesn't work. It doesn't work. If you are someone who shames as a method of communication, inevitably you will fail. You will do more damage than good. You will create an environment where someone that loves you will cling to you for dear life in hopes that you will see them for who they are. And if you continue to shame them, they will eventually feel like they are drowning. I love you. Have a great day.